We want to thank you for the support and allow me to present the 19th meeting decision matrix. The Zimbabwe response to COVID-19 outbreak was the first report. The chairman of the ad hoc interministerial task force on COVID-19, Honorable Vice President KCD Mohadi, presented the weekly report on the national preparedness and response to the COVID-19 outbreak, and this was adopted by Cabinet. Cabinet was informed that the number of confirmed COVID-19 had increased to 287 from the 174 recorded on 30 May 2020. The number of those who have recovered from the disease has increased from the previously reported 29 to 46, while the number of deaths remains at 4. The number of active cases, therefore, is now 237. Cabinet noted that there was much progress which has been made in the country's response to COVID-19 outbreak. It is heartening to note that the University of Zimbabwe is manufacturing a 4-layer mask, which is the most optimum and recommended by the World Health Organization. Given the increasing number of positive cases, alternative quarantine centers with a carrying capacity of 5,267 were identified so that we free schools which are currently housing our returnees. In order to curtail the prevalence of people absconding from quarantine centers, Cabinet agreed that identification or travel documents be collected from returnees on arrival and returned to them at the end of the quarantine period. And also noting that not everyone who is COVID-19 positive has a conducive self-isolation home, Cabinet resolved that some asymptomatic COVID-19 cases be placed in isolation centers that are not hospitals. And then, in line with His Excellency the President, Comrade E.D. Mnangagwa's decision that schools should start reopening, Cabinet resolved that the reopening of schools be moved from the proposed 29 June 2020 to 28 July 2020. This is to allow the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education to engage Treasury and other stakeholders, partners, to mobilize for the provision of adequate resources. Also, the decision to reopen schools on the 28th of July does not affect the June examinations, which are to be held from 29 June to 22nd July 2020 as initially proposed. Then, in order to clarify the position regarding operations of food outlets during the COVID-19 lockdown period, Cabinet agreed that such outlets should operate within stipulated times as per the licenses, and that those regulations will be publicized. Then, in line with E, which I've just read, Cabinet agreed that the following conditions be met for those food outlets. The workers' temperature testing should be tested on arrival. There should be regular hand sanitization. Wearing of masks is an obligation. Social distancing should be adhered to all the time. Regular disinfection of workplaces and provision of transport for employees after hours is also obligatory. Then finally, in an effort to contain COVID-19 imported infections, Cabinet agreed that every person transiting through Zimbabwe should have COVID-19 free certificate, and also that they be subjected to further testing upon arrival in Zimbabwe. Then also they will be tested The testing will be COVID-19 PCR testing. Also for the food handlers, that is not going to be the rapid testing, but the PCR testing. Then the second report, which Cabinet considered and approved, was the cotton flour producer price for 2020-2021 cotton marketing season. Cabinet considered and approved a cotton flour producer price of 43.94 Zimbabwe dollars per kg for the 2020-2021 cotton marketing season, which gives the farmer a 15% return and ensure viability and competitiveness of the cotton industry. The price proposal was tabled by the Minister of Lands, Agriculture, Water and Rural Settlement, as he is the Deputy Chairperson of the Cabinet Committee on Food and Nutrition. The Zimbabwe dollars 43.94 per kg producer price will be paid out in the following manner. US $10 per bale of cotton delivered, and 38% of the value of a 200 kg bale will be paid in cash, Zimbabwe dollars, and then the balance will be transferred electronically to farmers' mobile money wallet accounts. It is important that we emphasize that the price and provision of input support in the production of cotton is part of government social protection and provision of safety nets program to alleviate the plight of marginalized rural farmers. All inputs for cotton producers are free. Then lastly, I would like to advise that His Excellency the President is set to officially announce a day of fasting and national prayer for our country. I thank you.